G'day, thanks for stopping by. You know, we've been up and down the Western Highway in Victoria so many times over the years, but it's always been on the way to somewhere or from somewhere, anywhere between Melbourne and Adelaide, for example. And we've done that journey on many occasions. But this time we decided to take it a bit slower. And you know what? What we found really surprised us. There's a couple of towns along the way that we used as free camps, but just slowed it down a bit and went for a bit of a look around. And I'll tell you what, they have some amazing things to offer. So come and join me and I'll share with you two of these little towns, the free camps we stayed at, and just the things that we found there that we weren't expecting. The first one I want to share with you is a little town called Dimboola. It's about 4 hours west of Melbourne and a very unassuming little town, but it has a great free camp just out of town that you can stay there for up to 24 hours, so it's only an overnight stop, but it's free. It's a great little spot, nice and secure, and with access to the town. No water or anything. There are toilets not close by, but there are toilets in town, so a walking distance. And there is a tap there. You could actually grab some water if you needed to. Come on, we'll have a bit of a look around Dimboola. So from the free camp where we are, it's only a short walk back into town. It's nice and flat, so it's pretty easy to do.
And it's got a path.
Then of course you've got the pub in town. We're pretty keen to get into Alma's and check out that place.
Alma's is a cafe, a Dutch cafe in fact. So we think. So we hope.
Oh, I'll find out, won't we?
Yeah, we will. If nothing else, we can get coffee.
So we're going to go and check out Alma's Cafe.
Yeah.
Let's see what's in there, if there's anything Dutch and something that you might remember from your childhood.
Yeah. Yep, looking forward to that.
So apparently Dimboola is the gateway to the Little Desert National Park. Definitely have to come back and check that out at some stage. Here it is, Alma's Cafe. And it's open. Nope, I've lost Wenda. All of these Dutch delights. Wenda's Dutch heritage is tingling all over. What's that, Christmas gift from the grandkids?
Oh, look at this menu. Bitterballen, croquettes, Alma's Euro spud. Well, that's lunch sorted.
So after lunch, had a fascinating walk around town. Always find it interesting to see what we can tell about the town by the type of historical artefacts they have around the place. Like this old water trough.
It hasn't got a date on it, but looks interesting, doesn't it?
And then headed back to the caravan to put our feet up for a bit. Tonight we are off to the Victoria Hotel here in Dimboola.
We've been there once before and oh my goodness, it is so amazing and quirky.
Anyway, let's go check out the Victoria Hotel here in Dimboola.
Definitely.
We were a little bit early for dinner, so we thought we'd have a bit of a look around, with permission, at the upstairs accommodation area. We'd heard a lot about it and it's supposed to be pretty good.
Must be the breakfast room.
I'm not sure how many rooms are up here, but they seem to be done out quite well. They even have family rooms. I think it's about $75 a night with power and water.
In the bathrooms.
But check this out.
It is so cool.
Wish I'd bought a beer to bring up here with me. I'll tell you, these country pubs, some of them are really taking it seriously and upgrading to a place you'd really want to come and visit.
The stairs, I want a light like that.
No, let's go get dinner. I'll tell you, this place is a bit of a rabbit warren. It's a whole heap of different dining areas to choose from here. Anything on the menu catch your fancy, Wen?
Not yet.
Well, this one looks very nice. Yep, looks like I've lost wind up.
Yeah.
Found ya.
Buy the glass, the rest is all by the bottle. I got plenty of other wines if you like to buy a bottle.
I don't know where we are, but it doesn't look like here. Look,
Oh, there we are.
there we are. I tell you, it's one of my favourite pubs.
Very nice at the end of a busy day,
Oh yeah.
travelling.
It's amazing, this pub. It's not just amazing, it's quirky. But you know what? You should see the gluten-free menu. Wow. Wow. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Still my favourite pub.
What'd you go for, Ben?
I went for the gluten-free parma without cheese.
What?
Ah. What'd you get?
And as a surprise, I went for the gnocchi this time. There was quite a few people ended up here at the reserve last night, but even so, there was still plenty of room for more people to come. I don't know how many people could actually fit in here, but you get quite a bit. The spot we got was reasonably level, and we didn't have to go to too much trouble to get the van set up. I mean, I didn't have to put any blocks under or anything, was just able to level it up, hooked up as it was. Just out of Dimboola is the Pink Lake. And we went and had a look at that, but the wind was howling something fierce while we were there. I was hoping to put the drone up to get a good aerial shot of it, but unfortunately there's no way I was getting the drone up in this wind. But check this out, it's a beautiful looking area, and on a peaceful day that would be magic here, I reckon. The Pink Lake Reserve has a picnic area here in a shelter with tables and chairs. So if you wanted to stop for a little while, it'd certainly be a nice place to sit. Not so much today because that wind is just playing havoc. And the other place I wanted to share with you, which really blew us out of the water, is Kaniva. Now we stayed at a pub camp there, which we read about on Wikicamps, and they said to go and check this place out. So we did. We pulled in there to have a look. Bob came out, the owner, to guide us into the parking lot, so he felt very welcome going in there. Pulled up at the Commercial Hotel in Kaniva. They do a free camp here behind the pub. Well, obviously if you use the pub, you get the free camp here. But it looks like a good little setup here. There's not much room at the moment because he's just bought one of the other blocks. Apparently he's going to have drive-through area, so it'll open up huge. But at the moment you probably get 3, maybe 4 vans in here, but that's about it. Anyway, off to the pub tonight to support the Commercial Hotel in Kaniva. I tell you, as soon as you walk in, you can feel the charm and character of this place. Bob, the owner, is always happy to chat.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Thank you. I need something.
We ended up with a prime spot for dinner.
Looks good.
Check out this feast. What'd you get? Eye fillet.
I got an eye filler.
Look at the sauce on top of it.
No, I think it's caper. I think it's a caper butter.
But look at this parma, Mexican parma. The size of it, oh my goodness.
It's huge.
How am I going to get through this? I'll give it a shot. Interestingly, we had called into Kaniva for the night. It was just a stopover on the way through. Didn't think much of it, but was so surprised when we got here about this little town of Kaniva. We thought we'd spend a bit of a day here, or certainly most of the day, and just have a bit of a look around. Apparently there's so much to see and do here that it would be a shame just to go away without checking it out first. Anyway, let's go check out Kaniva. There is a public toilet just across the road from the pub, so if you aren't fully self-contained, like if you don't want to use your toilet or whatever, you could nick across the road, use the toilet there when the pub's closed. Because when the pub's closed, you don't have access to the toilets there. And there's plenty of van parking out here too. How's that? They've even got drinking water around the place. So Kaniva is a very RV friendly place. How nice is this? One of the cleanest public toilets I've ever seen. Then, as we walked around town, we came across these decorated sheep statues. Seems to be quite a few of them. We were encouraged to check out the silo run, and did just that. Very impressive. Well done, Kaniva. And more sheep.
Come on, there's sheep all the way up there, look.
You know what, sometimes in these places you find the most unexpected shops. A puppet shop out here, and more sheep. There's so many of these sheep here, you could probably use them to give directions to people. Another must-see place here in Kaniva is the wetlands, just on the edge of town, just past the golf club sheep.
I can't believe we've not ever been here before, Paul.
They've set up a huge aviary with quite a collection of native birds.
Hello.
Hello? Yeah, I've been a good boy, have you? Hello. What a character. And how nice are these black cockatoos. They've got this wildlife sanctuary sort of place here.
Hello.
Apparently they've got special licenses to hold these animals, native animals. I don't know if you can actually get in. We'll go and have a bit of a look, but certainly from the outside there's plenty to see here.
Yeah, over there, Paul. He's yelling out at us. He wasn't impressed when we left.
So you got the native birds, the cockies and the
Black cockatoos.
They got deer here. Although I don't know, is that native animal deer?
I don't know.
Anyway, emus. Apparently there's white kangaroos here as well.
Oh yeah.
So that'd be fascinating if we can spot a couple of those. We've got a fantastic playground and picnic area here. So if you come here as a family, there's certainly plenty of things to do and certainly plenty of things to see around this spot here. Turn my back for 1 minute.
No! What have I done? Oh, that was fun.
Then there's also the wetlands walk here, so you can go have a bit of a wander around and check out the wetlands. This fella is not camera shy at all.
Go over the top. Told you to pick. Oh,
And then we spotted the white kangaroo.
It's got pink nose and pink eyes.
I don't know that I've actually ever seen one before.
I don't think you can see very much.
This park is a community partnership project and is definitely worth a visit, even if it's just for a quick break as you drive through. Well, I tell you what, Kaniva has been a little town of surprises.
It has.
I did not expect to see this here, this whistle-stop place on your way to and from somewhere that is actually worth a visit in itself. I've been speaking to Bob about all the work he's done to the pub since taking over 3 years ago, and invited me to come and check it out to see what he's done to the accommodation upstairs. Check out this entry. What an amazing looking pub. Anyway, let's go upstairs and have a look. It's a breakfast room. A sitting room. Looks good. This is a family room, and I believe it's about $210 for the night, with power and water. Then there are a few themed rooms like the library. Check it out. Oh, so this is one of my favourites, the music room. Even the cushions have got records on them. And then there's the movie room. I can't believe Bob's got hold of all of this memorabilia. Like that in itself is so impressive, as well as the fact that all of the rooms are done up like this. Feels like you're walking through a museum here. Then you've got the balcony with great views up the main street. So the pub here has shared bathroom facilities, a ladies and a men's. And even those are themed. Check this out. Well, he's got this looking pretty nice, eh? And this one looks a bit more blokey, eh? So the commercial hotel is a bit of a emerging icon in this area, and it's more like a B&B rather than a pub stay. So next time you're travelling along a highway that is well travelled, that you've always been along, maybe it's time to slow down a bit and check out some of these surprising little features of a road that is quite frequently travelled. One of the common traps for caravanning, or any sort of travelling for that matter, is buying all the gear needed to travel. But how many must-haves are sitting idle, tucked away in some cupboard or tunnel boot, just taking up space? Over the past 4 years, we have let go of quite a few things that we thought would be essential for our travels. We've purchased gadgets and gear based on recommendations by some of our favourite YouTubers. I've even done a few videos on gear that's intended to make your outdoor experience even better. But the big question is, do I still use them? So I thought I'd start to include a did it work section into some of our videos and look at the things that we've had for a while, that's been recommended, that we've recommended. Do we still use them? And in this video, I wanted to look at solar batteries. We currently use a solar battery in the back of the car, primarily to run the fridge. We also use it regularly to power things like drone, charge up the camera, phones. We've even run the induction cooker on it. We do have an auxiliary battery in the car, which we use to run the fridge, generally while we're driving. I don't normally use it when the car's sitting still because it tends to drain the battery quite quick. And although we can recharge it, I don't like to continuously recharge it if I don't need to. Now, I did consider installing a lithium battery system into the car with a solar panel, but so far I've been happy with the way the portable battery is working in the back of the car. For one, it sits in the back of the car, nice and easy. It's easy to move in and out and use it wherever I want to, and can be removed from the car at any time. The one we have, it's got several power points, a few USB points, so you can run a few things at the one time. One of the other things I like about it is it's got multiple ways of charging it too. You can either charge it off 240 volt power, so plug it into the van when we're on a powered site somewhere, and that'll keep it charged. You can run a solar blanket to charge it, which we have a 200 watt solar blanket I've used on a few occasions to get the battery up to charge. You can even just plug it into the 12 volt in the car, so while you're driving you can be charging your battery. As far as the brands of them go, I don't know how much of a difference there is. We've done reviews on 3 different brands, and to be honest with you, I didn't notice a lot of difference between them. There was a little bit, but nothing that wasn't reflected in the price as well. So the more expensive, the better the quality, we found. But it's not that much of a difference in price or quality. Probably the biggest difference we had was the difference in size. I think one of them was a 2000 watt. The current one I've got is a 1600 watt battery, and I think one of them was also about 11 or 1200 watts. So there's a difference in the variation in those things. I also love the app that comes with it. It allows you to actually switch it on and off from the app, so it doesn't matter if you're actually near the battery or not. I mean, obviously you can't be too far away, but if you're within the range, like inside the caravan, I can normally get a good access to it. And if I wanted to turn off, or if I wanted to check how much charge is left in it, one of the things I like about this particular battery too is the LED lights it has in there. I've used those on a couple of occasions at night, and you can actually switch those on and off from the app as well. How long does it last running the fridge? Well, that really depends on the temperature. Along the Murray River, as we did that journey through winter, we probably got about 2 days comfortably out of the battery, and then had to make sure it was charged up. But then up north in 40 degrees, if you're running your fridge, it's going to drain the battery pretty quick, probably less than a day. So, did it work? I reckon it did. I'd give that a big yes for this one. The solar battery is probably one of my favourite things that we have actually added to our collection while we've been on the road. And I wouldn't hesitate to get another one. And I wouldn't hesitate to recommend it to people either. I think the solar batteries are a great option for additional power without the need of adding a full-on battery system to your car. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you can come and join us next time as we continue to explore this amazing country of ours and share our adventures. Bye for now.